Hello friends and welcome to the Rocky Mountain Crafter. So today I have a cute little box. It's little, small but mighty. Who's that from? Catherine Pooler. Oh boy, doesn't this look like fun. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Good times. So I live in Canada and I ordered this a few days ago. If you're in the States, it will definitely come quicker than what it comes to Canada. So let's take out this bundle of goodness. I don't want to wreck the tissue paper. Look at that cute. That's a little hint of what's in here. So here's some inspiration for some of their products that they carry. That's awesome to have. Look at this cute paper. Happy Mama 6x6 patterned paper. So I have a bundle of products here is what I ordered. So there's some coordinating sequins and it coordinates with that. There's the die word mom. Here's fab, fabulous, all these wonderful words. Phenomenal, incomparable, legendary. This is fabulous, which goes along with the words. There's postage stamp dies. This is all part of the set. Now this one's really cool. This is fresh picked floral, so you can use the matching blob of color to fill in the different sets here, the different florid foliages, different flowers, leaves, whatever you might want to fill in. Leaf for the leaves, little circle for whatever you want to use it for. And so I've seen some really nice examples of that online. And here's one with all these. I love the font of this. It's just so scripty and classy. There's no other, elegant and classy. Very nice. There's dies for that set. A background stamp. Look at that. That's like a flower, but it's also very geometrical. Very cool. And here's roses. That will look real nice in some of the backgrounds with those flower sets and Mother's Day, sister, daughter cards. Look at, here's another geometrical die. That'll be cool to inlay some different pieces in there. And it matches the background stamps. That's really nice. Plus, extra, I ordered some wobblers. Isn't that nice? Little wobblers and big wobblers. Wobbles. And I also ordered extra this grass, which is awesome. And I ordered these not from Catherine Pooler because I was in a rush to get them, and there's a Canadian supply company that is an affiliate of Catherine Pooler up here that sold these, so I ordered those and they go with all of this. So here's the bunny set and the paper, Mr. Rabbit's Garden, and cute bunny for Easter, and eggs. I love, and this matches that background stamp again. That's so cute, and the matching dies. So that is my Catherine Pooler haul. Look at that. That is just so awesome. It's called, there's a couple of different bundles in here. There's the Magnificent Mom bundle. There's the Totally Fabulous bundle. The bunnies is called it's a different bundle that's on the Catherine website. And then you can order all three of those bundles all together, the I Want It All bundle. And yeah, so I will be posting the links to those bundles down below this video. In the meantime, let's use some of these wonderful products to make some cards today. So I'm going to start with the Flower Power background stamp. And I've learned a new technique that I wanted to play with more, and it is foiling. Did you know that you can foil any stamp that you have? It's incredible. So here I'm just taking a plain piece of white paper. This is Hammermill color copy digital cover paper, 60 pound, 100 brightness. And I'm putting that into my stamp platform. So I just wanted some sticky on the back of this. So I just take my 2-way tape runner and put a little bit of sticky on there so that that's going to stay in there nicely. Next, we will be using our embossing buddy to get some powder on there for our Versamark ink to stamp up nicely and not leave anything behind when we put some embossing powder on there. So I'm just putting it into my stamping platform and getting that embossing ink on there and then the embossing powder. And then taking the heat tool, we are going to heat this. I do start from the back first to get it warmed up from the back so not so much flies off. And then I do it all from the front and get that nice and melted. Here I have some Deco foil, and this is a beautiful pink color, but in the end it doesn't look pink at all. It looks way more rainbow than it does pink. I chose the pink color for Easter, but really it's not much different than regular holographic. It might have a little bit of a pink hue to it, but not very much. So I'm just taking scissors and cutting that down to size and then using a piece of parchment paper. This is just kitchen parchment paper, nothing fancy at all. Putting that into my laminator, which has been heating up, and I put it through twice. Always put it through twice because it heats that embossing powder real good and gets it nice and sticky again for that foil to stick. So here I have some lines through it. Now, if you were doing a solid image, those lines might matter, but because I'm not doing a solid image, you can't hardly tell at all. You do want to take some time to let it cool off. And because I've sped up this video, of course, I did let it cool off. So there's the big reveal. Like I said, it looks more rainbow than pink. And so this is a gorgeous background with this technique. Like I said, you can turn any stamps that you have into foiled images. So this negative piece was too beautiful to throw away. And I had these toner friends also by Deco foil. So they're already, you purchase them already black like that. That is the toner on there. And the foil sticks to the toner. So again, I put it into my parchment paper. I run it through twice and let it cool off. And let's see what we have. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Look at that beauty. So there's another panel from the same piece of foil and from the same stamp. You get 2 for 1. And actually, that negative piece down there, that was too beautiful to throw away. So here I tried to salvage it and I was successful. All I did was take Versamark to a piece of paper and embossing powder, and from the back again I heated up first and then from the front, and I was able to run this piece through, let it dry of course. So this is solid clear embossing on there. Now I'm putting this piece on there of foil and I want all those speckles, all those beautiful rainbow speckles. I thought that that would make a beautiful background as well. Just a little fleck of metallic or holograph on a background of a card would be beautiful. So let's see what we have. It's just so nice. It's such a beautiful, easy technique. And so here I have these 3 panels and I'm going to turn these into cards. And I start by taking those dies that are called Notecard postage dies. And I use the biggest one and then the center one. And one of them is square and stitch. That's the center one that you see. And the outside gives that postage. So by doing it that way, I made a frame. And so I have these 2 pieces from this one background. And then I take some of those bits from the Hops and Peeps dies, the butterfly and some foliage that's in there. And I ink that all up in black Memento ink. And I do it twice just in case any of those images don't turn out good for the first time. So here I'm just doing it twice. I ink them twice, but I also stamp them twice. And then using the coordinating dies, Hops and Peeps dies, I put those into my die cut machine and have beautiful stamped images in black. Using double-sided adhesive foam tape, I cut it into strips and put that around the frame. And then I take that speckled background that I had just made in the laminator and I adhere that frame to that piece. And with midnight ink, I stamp the word Celebrate Spring onto the smallest postage die that comes in the set. And then I take a marker here. This is just a water marker by Tombow. And I use a selection of pink inks to color the butterflies that are on this card. And then I take some of the flowers that I had cut out with the dies and the stamps, and I adhere those to the card as well. And then with the Helsinki Sequin mix, I put those right into the middle of those flowers just to give it a little bit of pop and tie it into the rest of this card. And there's one card done. I glue that onto a card base, and this card has an overall sheen to it because we did heat emboss that whole panel. The whole thing kind of looks laminated and gives it a really cool effect actually. So for the next card, I use the egg hunt dies just to cut out a solid white egg. And then I put that egg into my stamping platform and make sure it's magnet down. Put my magnets on there, keep it in one spot. And with the sentiment Happy Easter from the Hops and Peeps stamp set, I just put Happy Easter right onto that egg. And here I've stamped out the rabbit and his little feet. Or is it his hands? That would be his feet, his hands. I don't know. His feet? Do rabbits have? Yeah, they have 4 legs. Of course they do. So I guess this is his hands. And you'll see why. Then I'm just taking that Tombow marker in gray and pink and coloring the rabbit. So I do make 2 of these because 2 of my cards feature this rabbit. And I like his little cheeks and his little pink ears. And then I run that through my Sidekick, my Sizzix Sidekick right on my desktop and get those pieces die cut out. And now it's time to put the second card together. So here I have Happy Easter on that egg. Looks super cute. And we'll get some glue and put his little hands, feet, hands. Put his little hands on the egg. And then I'm going to put up that panel that I've cut out with the postage dies. This is a note card piece, I guess, and it has a stitch around it. It's super cute. So I don't know if you caught it there, but I put this guy on a wobbler, one of the wobblers, and just using some of those Helsinki sequins here again. Now there is a right and a wrong way to these wobblers. Ask me how I know. I did actually put one of the wobblers on the wrong way and took it off. It was easy to get off actually, very easy. So this just turns out super, super cute with this little rabbit on here. Just trying to figure out the exact placement of this. And he wobbles. That is adorable. Yay. And just using some 2-way foam tape to pop that whole panel up onto a card base. And that is the second card done. So for the third card, I'd already cut out the die cut here, a solid base and then the complementary top piece. And there I was just putting glue on so that we could add some Helsinki sequin mix into the spaces of the flowers, the centers of the flowers. Now here you'll see that that right side feels like it's missing. And I go back afterwards and I add one. I'll show you the picture afterwards. So here it does feel like it's kind of empty and not balanced, but I do fix it in the long run. And taking a white note card piece that I cut from those dies, and the sentiment Happy Easter again. And here we have another wobbler on this cutie little rabbit and egg. And just adhering that to the front of the card panel. And so looking at this card, I'm just feeling like it's very not balanced. There's something missing besides the sequin on that egg. I'm feeling like there's a big white space under Happy Easter, so I'm trying to figure out how I can tweak it. And here we had that foliage cut out from when we did the butterflies for the other card. So I actually put that on there, and then I love this card. It totally balanced it. And in the end, I do go back and put a sequin on the right side of that egg and one actually in the middle of the foliage as well. And I will add a picture here at the end of this for you guys to show you the finished products, the finished cards. So here, these 3 cards just turned out so cute. Like I said, they don't really have very much of a pink hue to them. It definitely is more of a rainbow holographic, but I really love these wobblers and these cute little bunnies, and all 3 of these cards just came along like quickly. They didn't take hardly any time at all. I thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Rocky Mountain Crafter, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and .com. And here in the bottom right, you can see that finished card. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.